Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Not For Broadcast.
Bozeman, your boss. We're expecting deplorables from Disrupt to hack the signal tonight. Perhaps you could leave your personal beliefs at home and try not to let them ruin the broadcast.
Nope, I brought him here, man. Sorry.
The government. I assume you understand you have a vested interest in us staying on the air. Stay out of the orange.
It's kind of asked me to ask you to keep it light.
Well, what does that mean?
It means do that thing you do where you turn politicians into humans. Just don't get drawn into talking about the war or politics in general. Really.
They do know this is the news, don't they?
You won't hear this from me, is it? Apparently, there's a crew at Team HQ right now. They're just giving a speech or something tonight. They'll get on the labels.
What are these
So
buttons?
And we get the performing
This
monkeys.
is gonna be interesting. Man,
Sometimes you sound just like him, you know?
How are you?
Jeremy's gone. And my role is a bit more empty now.
I'm thinking.
What is this? Oh.
10 seconds, everybody.
I guess this is like censor, but a little different.
5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headlines tonight. Company of Heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come. Sadly, however, more casualties were reported today, and as the weeks
I'm not
and months
glorifying
of this
the war,
make
hell no.
ever more demands on our armed services, those numbers will, tragically, only continue to rise. Don't starve. Advance's food program moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing regularity. However, with a reported rise in mental and physical health issues since the imposition of the blockade, critics have questioned whether those smaller communities which are only now starting to receive help could have been better and quicker served. 7 days to die. The recent decision to allow those with long-term health conditions to access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success. Previously available only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community. With dwindling medical supplies leaving many of our most vulnerable facing chronic pain, it can come as no surprise that the transition centres have found themselves stretched to capacity. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a team membership card, a worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. While applications are still open for those who like to run fashionably late, they can expect a few tricky questions from Advance. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Mankipool. Large crowds gathered to hear the band speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination. A representative from the Mankipool Community Cohesion Team described the event as mostly peaceful, but it looks like Disrupt aren't going quietly into the night. And finally, absent friends. Sad news today as the grave of former National Nightly News host Jeremy Donaldson is vandalised by radical Disrupt.
Those sons of bitches.
The much-loved broadcaster suffered a very tragic public breakdown 10 weeks ago in an incident which ultimately cost him his life. A passionate and rebellious man, always willing to question authority, Jeremy was posthumously celebrated with a Team Service Award by Advance for his outstanding dedication to journalistic truth. But first this evening, with the war about to enter its 21st punishment,
don't know which one I should have went
people
with.
hurting up and down the country.
That would have
I'll
been
be grilling
anti-disrupt if I showed them it was vandalized, but
exclusive interview from his home in Lancashire.
yeah.
That's coming up.
Shit.
National Nightly News.
Oh shit, that disrupt. Oh god, the interference. It always likes to dick me around. Come on. No, don't. Stop moving! When are you gonna do the little expanding thingy? that you always do, rather than move. Okay, well, this is good, I guess.
In part 2, I'm a little overexcited to announce I'll be interviewing the one and only Lil C. And later we've got a new feature that's sure to keep you coming back for more. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's speaking to us from his home in Lanfordshire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Oh, have we started? Yes, that's right, Miss Wolf. Just a few minor adjustments. I mean, nothing drastic. I haven't joined the gym or anything. As my old man used to say, just because she won't take it up the shit, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try for a quick fiddle up the car park.
Language, Prime Minister.
What? Quick fiddle? What's
The shitter, you fucking moron.
shitter, isn't it? Yep, that's the one.
And can you tell us what brought about this new you?
What is that orange mark?
Mrs. C and I were watching, you know, the night the blockade began, when Jeremy Donaldson. Well, you know.
I don't...
I'm sure you
Which
all
one is
remember.
better for me?
And I were a bit wheezy from all the cigars and all that. And Mrs. C turns to me after the signal dropped away.
You let some of that distant propaganda out. Try not to let Alex be watching.
Shit, I forgot how to do this. God.
Since that day,
Alright, let's try this again.
well, you know, Mrs. C
I don't understand why... Okay, I'm gonna keep it on this then. Apparently...
Well, you know. And it was blistering hot,
Jesus.
as I'm sure you all remember. And I were a bit wheezy.
I lowered the sensitivity a bit. There's an option for that.
After the signal dropped away, and she was in front.
How do I even, like...
So I made a decision.
God, I don't...
Since that day,
Sometimes it gets really tricky.
Propaganda out. Try not to do that, Alex. We're watching you.
Yeah, keep watching, asshole. It gets really tricky when you have to do it diagonally, and...
It's useless running backwards, doesn't go anywhere.
I can't even see what he's saying, like, I gotta pay attention to this.
And that should finish me off for bloody good.
Did you make the decision to holiday within the country this winter because of the blockade, Prime Minister?
Well, Mrs. C has never
There we go, we're getting our points back
the
up.
best of times. These are certainly not the best of times. On that we can all agree.
Like, it's hard to do
A lot
it
of
when
red
you
tape involved
have
in
with
leaving
that
the
joystick
country, as I'm
towards
sure
the
you're all
diagonal
aware.
part of things.
Oh, there's a bastard now. What?
Shit.
Also,
God damn, dude. What?
It doesn't seem very advanced to be going abroad when the rest of the country.
Why are you...
And yet, Julia Salisbury announced
What
today
the
that she'll
fuck
be
is-
visiting Svenland during this year's winter break. Is that really an example of team spirit?
What? Did you know
God, not
about
again,
this,
man.
Dale?
No one tells me anything, Peter. You should know that.
Why didn't you know?
Well, leaving that for a moment, it says on this card that a body like yours must take some planning to achieve. What's your morning routine?
Well, I have a frigid morning routine.
Rigid. It's rigid for fuck's sake!
A rigid and demanding plan that my doctor and personal trainer
Who's your personal trainer?
so
I'm laughing at this shit, too.
Is that on your card?
I thought you might wonder. Prime Minister, speaking of planning, with the blockade in its 20th week and the people of this country reeling from its effects, what plans do you have to get us out of this mess?
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Hang on, I'm gonna turn
I
this
liked
up
his
for a
wit, his jagged edges, and most of all, I liked his total dedication to the truth. He died for that truth. Died as an individual. For freedom. And by adorning his resting place with our colours and our emblem,
We had enough of a
help
Prime Minister
to
anyways,
keep
right?
him
I mean, we can all agree on that? Yeah, good.
alive. That's well done.
Well, that's good. That's good to know, Prime Minister.
God damn shit. Oh my god.
Prime Minister, later on this evening, press from team headquarters. Can you give us a hint of what she's going to say?
Yes. Well, I imagine that
Sorry,
there will be
you
the
imagine?
usual. No, what I mean is.
You do know about this broadcast, don't you, Prime Minister?
I'm sure I did.
Yeah, he just got drunk off his ass and just forgot about it.
Each other, we don't memorize each other's bloody diaries either. As my old mum used to say, if you
Something
want
on
to
a
get
shitter?
job done quick, don't get bogged down in the pubes. What else you got?
Sorry?
Only cards, what else? A little piece of my life you want to rustle through? Get out, refill my last. So, come on. Come on.
Okay. What music do you listen to when you work out?
Well, Gail tells me that I work out to Little C, but I have absolutely no fucking idea who that is. Do you think the C stands for?
It stands for collaborative, Prime Minister.
Yeah, actually, that does make more sense, actually.
How's rationing affecting you?
It's hard, but we get by. You just have to learn to get by on the basics. Take comfort in each other. I've got Mrs. C, and many a fine single malt. I want for nothing. It's time for a decent night's sleep, of course.
Prime Minister, thank you for joining us.
That was
When we come
informative.
back, it's time for the Culture Spot with Lil C and a world premiere performance of her new song. I genuinely can't wait to hear that. We'll be back after this.
1 minute back, everybody.
Yeah.
And that is what happens when you wander from the coffins.
I don't think you knew that.
I don't think anyone's supposed to know. When you mentioned it, Bozeman's face turned a colour.
I have no idea what the hell was going on. I was focusing on the interference.
Nah, you're like
Let's
you never
listen
know.
to the chorus. Nope, never mind. Nah.
Who's Lil C?
There's an injustice, me.
Who's Lil
So
C?
what else is like causing that?
What? I'm civilized.
I don't know.
read books.
Segment grade A. Yeah, we really failed that part.
You'll no doubt have spotted the updated mixing disc. You'll need the new buttons during the next sections. First, we'll
Oh.
need applause when the guest enters, and before her song. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it when we get there.
What happens if I do this? I kind of want to try this now. That's fun. That's gonna be fun. I'm already at like yellow from the fucking interference. God. Yeah, I don't want to play these. I feel like I'm playing Crazy Nell all the time. It's like, I wonder if it changed in any
I've
shape
never
or
heard of
form.
her before.
She's big, really big.
Really? She any good?
16 seconds.
She dog shit.
She's talking
She's going mad for her. Absolutely mad.
Live in 10 seconds.
Hang on, Colin. You've got kids.
Yeah, I've got about 6 or 7, I think.
What the fuck?
5, 4,
What?
3.
That's nice.
Thanks for coming back. Later, we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful Susie May in All My Daughter's Children's Home, before taking the music industry by storm this year with her debut album smashing the chart records
Well,
at the age of just 20.
you know,
Let's
I don't
go
wanna
out
do a
and
thumbs down
welcome
yet.
Lil C.
Staff, excellent work.
Thanks.
May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
What's the regime?
And my manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage water and then having the
The
leaves sucked
fuck?
out of you while you sleep.
Wow, is that healthy?
Oh, well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh, that's good to know.
Maybe I should have
Your
booed this
first
person.
album, F My Face Together,
Yeah,
it hit
I
shelves
really should have.
this summer, and it just exploded. I mean, what was that like for you?
Bonkers, just so weird. I was in all the papers and the magazines. Overnight, I went from that like annoying little girl from that show to that like sexy little girl from that show.
Wow, that must have been bizarre.
Not really. It was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5, go on a 4-mile run, have 3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed country singer, Billy Bob Jean Short. I didn't know you'd been estranged.
There's nothing that strange about it, Megan. Okay, yes, he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
Uh-huh. So,
Right.
this newfound explosion to your popularity, I mean, did that change your life?
Well, I had to start wearing like nice underwear, you know, for the paparazzi. But as my manager says, best to make the most of it before I'm 30.
Is that right? So, what's the album about?
So I thought it was about like how pretty and great I am, but actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about like promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Your manager again?
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Oh, do you think he'd be happy with you telling us all this?
Telling you all what? It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my dance soon and then this part will all be forgotten about.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, we're going to see some of those famous dance moves very shortly, because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together, and it's out tomorrow.
So soon, after the last one.
Join the Go-Getters.
Yeah, I think we can start listening to the Disrupt.
His room's never been tidier. But he keeps notebooks he won't let her read. And sometimes she catches him staring at her. And last week, she found him
I'm gonna have to multitask here, guys.
When confronted,
Wish me luck!
He always had a plausible answer, a good answer.
There she
somehow
goes. Blimey.
Like it's been prepared in advance. Or possibly by them.
I got an achievement. I didn't even pay
The
attention.
news will no longer tell us. And when we find out, we will tell you. We will hack into your news broadcasts. We will defend your right to information. We will resist, and we will disrupt.
I don't know. I love doing autographs and having somebody dress me and tell me what to wear.
This is gonna be hard.
Did you always want to do music?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I'd sit in front of the radio, and as soon as my favourite girl group would come on, I'd press record on my cassette, but then my dad would come in and tell me to turn it off and to go back upstairs and start practicing again.
Oh, sorry, is your dad your manager?
Yeah, which can be tough, and sometimes when it gets really hard, he'll say, "Make Quagler proud and you might just survive childbirth."
Well, you know what, despite anything, you'll make me proud.
Oh, if only your opinion was as valuable as his.
And on that problematic note, you're going to be singing your song for us soon, aren't you? Tell me about it.
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring You Home, and I actually got sent the lyrics in the car on the way up here. You know what? It's
What does that
actually
sound?
alright. And don't worry, all my work is team approved.
All right then. Well, you can
There
go
was
and
a
get ready for
paper
that.
rustling
We'll see
somewhere.
you in a little bit.
That was weird.
It was a very specific type of pleasure.
I wonder
to chat to her, and I just can't wait to hear.
If I'm just, am I just imagining things?
It's Lil C with an
Oh, yeah.
exclusive first performance of her new
No.
track. These babies gonna bring you
Boo.
home. Take it away.
Is this deliberate, Alex? We do like our guests to come back.
It is actually deliberate, Bozeman.
The queen of team, here to break in your blockades. Lil C.
I am totally bad at this, by the way.
Oh baby, can't you see I'm hungry? There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meat you're packing. Only you can fill that crack in me.
Disrupt, can you guys come back?
So come and free.
Please.
Ain't no disruption here.
See, there's a keyboard. Come on, man. Come on.
Just want the team and me. Nobody foreign member. Don't stop no morning drill. There's holes in me that ain't been filled yet. I only scream this loud when you do your country proud. I ain't no vehicle's daughter. Come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older. Tie me down and pull me like an enemy soldier.
These lyrics. Oh my god. They're bad. I'm glad I blew it.
Try and break our dream. We fight and love and diet. So what a feed at Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy. I wanna see some action. So come and break my sanctions.
That was disturbing as hell, man.
I've been this wild and free since my mom burdened me. She was only 53, but gave to save her family. There's no one judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy. Don't die alone, this baby's gonna bring you home. I ain't no liquor starter, come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and hold me like an enemy soldier. An enemy
Please tell me I get to boo at the end again.
So what if Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy and flip me over, grab my hair, rip off my clothes.
Wow, it got really graphic there,
See
man.
some action, so come and break my sanctions.
Wow, YouTube's gonna flag me for this. Oh god. Dude, teabagging. Oh god. We gotta see his face. I have to show that. Come on. The disgust in her face is the many emotions I'm feeling right now, actually.
Well, if that doesn't distract you from the world outside, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank
Distract.
you, Seafold. Well, for doing that. Don't go anywhere.
Doing
After
that.
the break, we'll finally be revealing the new segment of our show that we just know you're going to love. We'll be
Oh,
back
man.
right after this.
What?
And we're out.
There we go. Oh my god. That was, yeah.
Can I just say, thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know.
Yeah.
To be able to promote myself on such a mainstream platform like the news.
Look at Megan's
Don't worry about
face.
it. And you know what? Good luck for the future. Take care of yourself. This industry can be crazy sometimes. Watch out for that father of yours.
Oh, no. I manage myself. It's just, you know, for the public to have that certain perspective. You know, it's like...
Oh, right.
And Michael? Michael?
What about Billy Bob Jean Short? Is he?
Oh, my dad! He's such a sweetheart. We both had the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us for our image together.
Wow.
And Michael,
Okay.
I want to see the revenue share for the clothing line and get me a G&T before my meeting with the lube guys. If they say for your pleasure, I'm going to stop eating it.
Okay. Well, we got an A+ out of that. Nice.
I hope you've got your head around these sound effects, Alex, because you'll need all 4 buttons for the next section. Each time they light up, listen to the actors and try and pick the most
Well,
appropriate
the fact
effect.
is, Jen, there are flowers in my dressing room.
They were exactly 12 as it said in your write.
I look like the
that'll
sort of person
depend.
who counts things. No, not anymore. I'm better than that now. I'll tell you what, just keep adding flowers until it feels like 12. Got it?
I'm gonna go with the boo again.
Right away. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
I think you all agree with me on that part too, right?
Thanks for joining us for part 3. We've been teasing you about our new feature all night, and now the wait is finally over. I can reveal that every night on the show, we'll be treated to an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called The Notice Board. It stars some top talent, and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer, director, and phenomenon, may I say, Jeff Algebra, guys!
Actually, I've dropped algebra. I go by Jeff DePlume now. How'd you like that?
Well, yeah, very fancy. I suppose you need a new name now that you're a successful artiste.
Well, exactly. I'm earning enough to pay taxes now.
Oh.
It's shit.
And how does Angela feel about all this?
Who?
Your wife.
Ah! Oh, God, no.
What's so funny?
No, she's long gone.
Oh.
No, she was holding me back. I'm with Norm now. We were married last month.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
And why did you write this? What was your inspiration?
Well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand to write a pro-team sitcom, and I heard my father's voice. It said, Jeff, you listen here, boy. You make hay while the sun shines. You wring every penny you can get out of this. So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking. Wow. Utter shite.
And without further ado, let's give it up for the notice board.
Surely you're not this stupid, Alex.
Oh, I'm doing it deliberately.
At this point, I feel you're being deliberately obtuse.
Oh, thank you for finally noticing that, Bozeman.
Good morning, Miss Craven.
Oh, morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Oh, Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalized my shop again.
No!
Yes! They've written all sorts of obscene
At this point, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep on booing.
And I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at closing time.
I just wonder
see, people
if
like
they
it.
ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social outcasts, such as shoplifters or bong rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society like this key into this lock.
Wow, that was terrible. I'm glad I'm booing.
See? Works like a charm.
I mean, come on.
What a lovely way to put it, Blade. And
That-
just like that,
That
we
deserved
can
a boo.
unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow! Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh, I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh!
I want to try
so
something
you're
new.
right.
No. I think that fit well.
Here it is.
It's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda. She said she got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping her. She was always a
Booing
team
time
player,
again.
was our Brenda.
What's up, losers?
Oh! No! It's Brad! He's the coolest guy in the village!
That's right! I just got here on my
Boo.
motorbike.
Oh, clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
What? Rad dudes?
No, ruffians. Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
No way! I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What did you say? Tutoring?
That's right! Maths is very important. Would you mind, Ray?
Not at all.
This is absolute shit. A young person, have been spending your time helping others and not just urinating on churches or huffing glue?
Hey! I haven't huffed glue for months!
Blow me down!
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are, and not on your...
I'm trying to make them get off the stage, but sadly, it's not working.
So it wasn't you who vandalized my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me. I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
Could you speak up there? I thought for a minute there that you said Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that, Ray?
I'm just trying to listen to
Oh,
push it.
yes, what a wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray. Oh, what the heck?
Whoa.
Give us a hug.
I think bombs are being dropped. Oh shit. And I think that is the end of episode 2. Yep, that's a bomber.
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we are receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we are picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be nuclear explosions in 4 major foreign cities. Initial estimates put the death toll into they put them into millions.
Wow.
I'm being told we're experiencing some power shortages as a result, so apologies for the interruption. And apparently we can go live now to team headquarters for an emergency broadcast from Prime Minister Julia Salisbury any moment. Yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent. We have similar devices in 58 other urban centres and will not hesitate to detonate them if our conditions are not met in full.
That's legit terrorism.
Delay. The people of our territory will no longer tolerate your...
We've lost contact with our benefactors in Urkistan and Konoslava. All our equipment seems to be resetting. Can we get this confirmed? Can we get this verified? I need this verified.
Your borders are now our borders. Your people are our people.
Receiving this, but if you are, then you have to know. You have to know what's being done right now to our neighbours. This is unprecedented. Our government has committed multiple acts of mass destruction in our name.
A single shot at our territory or harm a single one of our...
None of us did. This can't be. We are waiting further news and, oh, God. What if they respond?
Yeah, what if they respond? Good question.
Complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight. Thank you.
Wow.
I don't really talk about my personal life in my job. It's not relevant or important. So many of you may be
that went even further, man.
I have
Like,
a brother. His name is David.
huge escalation there.
And right now, I can't get his stupid face out of my head.
Aw.
He's a researcher and he's currently travelling the continent for work. And I don't know where he is right now. And I should imagine that there are many of you sitting at home tonight digesting this news, and you also have loved ones on the continent. In Urkistan, or Havia, or San Palmerino, or or Konoslava, which is where David was when I last spoke to him 3 days ago. So when I tell you I know how you are feeling tonight, believe me, I do. But I also know that there's a flow to events. I see it every day here. I know that although tonight it feels like we may be in a time of fear and darkness, we may actually be at the break of a new dawn. We don't know that yet. We can't know that yet, but together we will find out. And I will be here every night, feeling what you are feeling. And with your help, maybe we can all get to that brave new world. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Oh man,
Got people ringing around, but the telephone networks are overloaded.
that was like.
We'll find him.
I mean, I kind of guessed it would probably go there one day, but not this soon. I was expecting like the end of episode 3, or maybe like the middle of episode 3 or something. That might have happened. Oh man. Yeah, I got a bunch of achievements. So that's the end. Man! The wait for episode 3 is gonna be long. It's gonna feel really long, no matter how long it takes. Oh man. So yeah, that was really interesting. I love this game, and they keep making it fresh with each and every update. I just love it. They add some new stuff to it every now and then. You know, it's amazing. You would think that what they currently had was enough, but no, they wanted to add more and more to it. They want to improve the game. They want to keep improving the game, and I really like that. I really do. And yeah, I am really hoping that episode 3 comes out soon, because the wait is gonna be pure torture. And yeah, episode 3 is, I think, the last one before it gets out of early access. So once that happens, the full game will be released. And after that, I think once I'm done with that, episode 3, I will probably go back and make another playthrough. Either, you know, neutral or maybe, you know, government conformist type of playthrough. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright. I knew there would be a little trailer at the end.
The revolution starts tonight, Alex. And we need your help.
We're so proud to be here today on this, the 500-day anniversary of the...
It's time to choose. Alex, whose side?
Not on yours, Bozeman.
Deserve a good, nutritious meal in these difficult times.
But before we go, one final thought.
The best is yet to come. Oh man. Whoa.
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm Andy.
Oh, there's the developers.
I'm Dan.
They do share a little message at the end of like most episodes.
Oh, sorry.
I like these guys, man. They're really cool.
Thank you so much for the game so far.
We're now 2/3 of the way through the story.
But as we film this in January 2021, the UK is back in...
Yeah, that's true. That's what I heard.
When will we next be able to film with a full cast and crew?
So once again, we have to ask you to please be patient with us.
And if you want to talk to us in the meantime,
come chat with us on Discord at discord.gg/notforbroadcast.
They're actually pretty active on Discord if you guys want to check it out.
Third Thursday of the month at twitch.tv/NotGamesUK. We always check the Steam forums for any suggestions or problems you may have.
And we read every Steam review, even the horrible ones, because your opinion matters to us.
So all that remains to say is thank you so much for playing our weird little game. And see you in episode 3.
Yep. Oh man. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Good evening. I'm